Hey guys, it's a dreary, crappy Sunday here in Wyandotte. On today's episode, we're heading up to Gloss Labs Mobile Detailing in Southgate, Michigan, and we're going to give my wife's Dodge Dart the full detail, and she's even getting ceramic coated. What do you say we hop in the car and go get this thing detailed? Labs Mobile Detailing. Let's go inside and see Mike. Man, I could have picked a better day for this, I think, but it's about to get a lot nicer.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Mike.
What's going on?
Well, it's cozy in here. Got a little fire.
Yeah, the heater's still having problems with that, so.
Well, how you doing, Mike?
I am exhausted. I was working last night till about 3 in the morning on this race red F-150.
Looks pretty good though, man.
Oh yeah. Just gotta wrap this up. I'm just putting on the last part of the top coat with the IGL Quartz Plus 2-part system. It's gotta sit inside and cure for about an hour, hour and a half, and then be able to pull the Dodge Fart in.
So hopefully pretty soon we'll be detailing that dart and getting that in here. All right. All right, guys, we got the dart in the shop. We're gonna give this thing the full detail. I'm gonna let Mike explain exactly what we got going on this thing and what products we're gonna use, because he's got some special stuff that he's come up with. We're gonna go ahead and get started on this thing. All right, Mike, so what do you got going on in here?
Right now, just spot cleaning the carpet here, some salt stains, so just using a general all-purpose cleaner. It's diluted. And I got my little Steamulator 5000 here, stubby rag, and my little brushy brush.
All right.
The duct tape makes it good.
All right. Okay, we got the car all wiped down so we can get started with polishing and all that. So I'm going to let Mike explain what we got going on next.
All right, so what I like to use here is a product called Onr Optimum No Rinse. This is a wonderful product here. You can use it as a detailing spray, you can use it as a clay lube, you can use it for just about anything. You can even dilute, buckets of water and wash your car in your garage without any sort of rinsing. It's great for winter, especially here in Michigan. So I put it together here in my little spray bottle. I mixed it a little heavy, so we're gonna clay the surface and get rid of a few embedded contaminants before we break out the polishers. I just want to make sure that there's nothing embedded in there, like a little piece of iron that'll get picked up with the polisher. A bunch of little details. And see, that knocks it down really good. When you clay, you don't have to do a whole car. Whenever you use the clay, you're marring the surface to some extent. So always be prepared to do it in a small spot or to thoroughly polish the whole vehicle afterward. Okay, right now we're getting ready to do a test spot on the hood. We're trying out Sonax Perfect Finish. It's a great all-in-one product. Depending on what pad you use, you could make it do various items. So we have a very semi-light cut pad here. This is an orange foam pad, Lake Country, and we're going to run that on our Rupes LHR 15 Mark III Bigfoot. We're going to try a couple different combinations, see what works best, and hopefully we can get around this car in one pass before we degrease it and throw down our ceramic coating. Alright, we just tried to test spot using the Sonax Perfect Finish and the medium cut pad. It really leaves a little bit to be desired. So we're going to step it up here. We're going to use the Sonax Cutmax, and we're going to try with the same pad here. Again, we're just trying to get around the car without doing multiple passes. I think that's going to be quite better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. So you compare here to where we just polished to where we, where's our test spot, somewhere down here. So that's the winning combo. So Stevie and I are going to go buzz around this car, and then we'll wipe her down and get her ready for our ceramic coating. We're going to be using Adams Graphene ceramic coating today. You can usually use one coat, two coats in heavy areas, and it lasts a long time, easy on, easy off. Well, this one's a daily driver, so we're going more for protection than for, perfect show car appearance.
And now we just got done polishing the whole car. I think this thing's like 3 shades lighter now. Next, we're going with this IGL Coatings Pre-Coat. And this is put down before the ceramic coat. So Mike's going around it right now, getting all that done. It smells really good. It smells like oranges.
Oranges.
You can't smell it, but I can smell it, and it smells like oranges.
I mean, graphene's a buzzword right now, and basically it's an element that adds a little bit of slickness, extra durability onto the ceramic coatings. Just like you see the word ceramic thrown around a lot. You can buy ceramic wax, ceramic spritz, whatever the hell you want. You could find it at the store, but it's not a true ceramic product. Real ceramic coating comes in vials like this, you know, this 60 milliliters. The IGL products, which I feel are the best available right now. The application process is quite time consuming, but most of that, as you see, goes into the prep. You get a nice surface there, you get it surgically clean or as close to it as possible within reason. So you really gotta aim for a reasonable amount of correction. You know, so I'd say we probably got about 85% correction, which is perfectly fine for a 7 or 8 year old car. That daily driver in Michigan, it's gonna face some elements, and this coating here, they say 7+ years that they advertise on it. We're gonna go ahead and what we do with this stuff, just pop her open here. Then we sniff it and get wigged out. Take a couple drops like this to prime your pad. I like using these UFO pads here. Use some gloves. I have not done so yet, but I'm putting them on. So we load that up and then we're ready to go. We work in small areas. You go over it in crosshair motions to let it set. Then once it rainbows, it'll start to flash off, and then you can buff it away to perfection and leaving it behind. Different products have different cure times, so you always read the labels, and on this one, this is probably ready to go in probably buff it off in about 5 minutes, probably up to 20. If you get a high spot you miss, you could go back with it. You just reapply and it'll break it down for you. I'm gonna glove up here and get going. You missed the scene, me struggling to get my big sausage hands in these little tiny gloves. So I use new towels for these, one-time use when you use a ceramic product. Come on in here, let's go ahead and load up our UFO. So we got the graphene going on here, now that's good and primed, and then we're gonna head over to the surface of the Steve-mobile, or the Molly-mobile I should say. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make a nice straight line going down here, and you'll see it being just nice and viscous. So if you look in the reflection up here, you're gonna see this. This stuff goes on thick like motor oil. And then as it sits down and as it'll adhere and the transfer solution does its jam, it's going to go ahead and start to rainbow. And that's your indicator that the transfer's completing, and then you can buff that off sooner, more so than later. With this product, you can go over glass, trim, you can go over everything. And it smells like chemicals. That's how you know it's good. So now if you look in the reflection of light here, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you see that rainbow effect happening? Mm-hmm. That's the transfer solution coming through.
And the car is done. We got a ceramic coating on it. We gave it the sauce. This car went from a solid D+ to a good B+. I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, this car's got a lot of flaws in it, but it definitely looks 1,000 times better than it did when I picked it up from the crappy dealer I bought it from. Molly's really gonna like it. She's really gonna enjoy it, and she's got a good looking car. That's gonna do it for this episode. Big thanks to Mike from Gloss Labs Mobile Detailing.
Hey!
Be sure to check him out in Southgate, Michigan. What's the address, Mike?
13117 Eureka in Southgate, across from the Dairy Queen. Follow me at Gloss Labs Detail on Facebook and Instagram, glosslabsdetailing.com.
Stay tuned to the channel. We got lots more stuff coming up. We're going to get back to the WhiteWall special. Hopefully that thing gets running here soon and we can start driving that. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're always up to date. And I think this is good enough. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. See you next time.